Going on, family? I was supposed to give this prediction earlier in the week. Got a little wrapped up, but here we go. Um, we're gonna talk about Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz coming up December the 4th, which should be a rather entertaining fight. And I'll get into it. We got Jojo. You know, no real footwork, basic footwork. Come forward fighter, throws a nice amount of punches. He's very accurate with his punches too. In the power department, I would say he probably got the power advantage over Devin Haney, but not by much, not by like a large margin. Um, then you got the boy Devin Haney. Speed, athleticism, great footwork, great defense. Some things about his defense, he could tighten up a little bit on certain things, but hey, who's perfect, man? What's been working is gonna work. That's what it is. So how I see this fight going, what's gonna end up happening in this fight? Typical Jojo Diaz fashion. You're gonna see Jojo Diaz coming forward, throwing punches. He's going to land. You know what I mean? Decent body work. He's going to land something, but the thing is, he's gonna get countered a lot. He's gonna get countered in this fight. That's gonna happen, especially with his style and meshing with Devin's style. He's gonna come forward, have some success, but it's not going to be much to really deter Devin Haney because I don't know. I doubt Jojo Diaz has the power that's going to really make Haney honest. I think what's going to happen is in this fight, you're going to see times, it's going to be back and forth. Jojo's going to press him. Devin's going to counter him. And you're going to see at times where Devin don't really respect his power. He's going to start walking down Devin. You're going to see Devin walk Jojo down at certain points in this fight. And it's going to be like a back and forth. Like, you're going to see Jojo coming forward, and then you're going to turn, and then on a flip, you're going to see Devin pushing him forward, pressing the issue, doing some inside work. Then he's going to go outbox. And my prediction for this fight is going to result in a 12-round decision for Devin Haney. Is going to be a clear shutout. I think it's gonna he's gonna outbox him clearly, man. I'll give him maybe 2 to 3 rounds in this fight, man. So I got Devin Haney by unanimous decision. Shit, I would even go to say it might be a split. Who knows, man? Jojo has the ability. He's very accurate with his punches. He might make this a nasty fight for Devin Haney. But do I think this is a step-up fight for Devin Haney? I don't know, man. I mean, Jorge Linares, he's an older dude. He's old. He's like a vet compared to Jojo Diaz. But Jorge Linares has more power. I think he's more technical. So I don't think this is necessarily a step-up for Devin Haney. Actually, in my opinion, I think this fight is probably a step backwards. I would say it's probably a notch backwards. But I mean, what can he do, man? Who else can he fight at 135 right now, man? T.O.'s tied up with Cambosos. Tank tied up with Isaac Cruz, even though we know that didn't have to happen. Richard Comey and Lomachenko, they tied up with each other. The only other person I could have seen him fighting is Nakatani or something. But, I mean, we already know he's going to outbox the shit out of Nakatani. So I guess they figured Jojo Diaz is more of a challenge, man. But I think he definitely poses different issues than Jorge Linares. Because, Jojo Diaz he's aggressive. He's definitely accurate. He's more sharper than Jorge Linares. So, but like I said, the power. I don't think Devin's gonna really respect Jojo Diaz's power, and I think he's gonna. I think in this fight here, Devin Haney is gonna test his inside skills. He might even try to push himself to go for a knockout in this fight. So we might see Devin Haney try to go for a knockout, and if a knockout happens, I wouldn't be surprised, but he might try it. I think Devin Haney questions his own power because he clearly questioned his power against Jorge Linares. As he asked Jorge Linares how was his power. So I'm thinking, Devin Haney's seeing all of the social media. He's seeing people talk about he doesn't have any power and he's pillow fisted. It's probably starting to get to him, and he wants to probably test himself on how much, on his power. And also, people are saying he's chinny now because of what happened with Jorge Linares. So I think Devin Haney's going to try to push, like in his upcoming fights, he's going to try to push himself to his limits and see how much he can take. If he can take certain shots from certain fighters, if he can give harder shots to certain fighters and plant his feet and stand there in the pocket. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's such a good idea, man. I look at it like this: when you can and you're able to plant, then go ahead and go in there and get it. But if naturally, man, that ain't you, that ain't your style, I recommend him to just fight the way he's been fighting all this time. Don't try to please the fans and possibly get knocked out or possibly break your hand or something, punching somebody too hard to wrong. Anything can happen. So, I think he should just stay the course and do the style that he's been doing, that been working for him. And also be aggressive at times. Don't just be he's showing he can be aggressive against a power puncher. He did not run from Jorge Linares. He did get rocked, absolutely, but he showed grit. Devin Haney has some dog in him. And I keep telling, that's that word, that dog again. I keep saying that. I said this about Caleb Plant. I don't think Caleb Plant has dog in him. You got to have some kind of dog. If you don't have much power, you still need some kind of dog in you to know when it's time to, run through that fire and when it's time to fucking get out of the building. I look at it like that. You know what I mean? So I got Devin winning this, man. I think it's going to be a unanimous decision. It could even be split because Jojo might come to fight, but I think it's going to be unanimous. 12th round decision, Devin Haney. This is Rebel Life Boxing. I'm off this, bro. I'll catch y'all later on the next one. Peace.